Hello everyone, Catweazle here, welcome to the channel and welcome back to our playthrough of Arkham Horror, 2nd edition and the horror at the museum, where Ran to Goth has awoken and we are about to do the final epic battle. Okay, some quick things from last turn. I did flash most of them up, but I'll just go through them again very quickly. Ran to Goth woke up as soon as we pulled the Child of the Goat. It counts as a cultist. So even though I then pulled another monster, which funnily enough turned out to be a cultist, that one didn't count. Stays in the bag. It wasn't actually pulled out. Because of that, the extra Doom token went on Ran to Goth and he woke up. Because he woke up, he had 2 cultists on his sheet. So that meant an extra 4 Doom. So instead of 11 Doom, he's now got 15 Doom. We have got 4 investigators. So he times that 15 by 4, and that will essentially give him 60 health. So that is the amount of successes we've got to make in order to get rid of him. Don't really defeat him. Sort of look at it as sharks. Yeah, sharks attacking you in the water, and they always say hit them on the nose as hard as you can, because that's where all the most of the sensory organs are, and with any luck it'll go away. And it's exactly the same with ancient ones. You hit them hard enough and you just hope they go away, resume their slumber, disappear to another dimension, whatever it is these like crazy things do, because they haven't got the same mental processes as humans, and they just do zany stuff. So hopefully, by hitting Ran to Goth on the nose 60 times, we'll get him to go away. So that's what we're going to try and do. Alright, how do we do it? Well, the final battle is a set of rounds. Yeah, they're not turns, it's rounds. And it's like you have a truncated pseudo upkeep phase where you can do all of your trading, move your sliders about, things like that. Then it goes into investigators attack. So you attack Ran to Goth. He's got -4 on his combat and he's physically immune. So we've got to use our magical weapons. We've only got 3. That means poor old Jenny Barnes is going to do without. So she won't be able to. Well, she'd be able to attack, but it's not going to do any good because she'd be using a physical weapon. But we'll keep her in the loop. You never know, one of those epic battle cards may, have something where it says like physical immunity doesn't count this round or whatever. I don't think they do, but we'll keep her there anyway. All right. So the investigators will attack. Then it is Ran to Goth's turn to attack. Now, my understanding of Ran to Goth's attack, it should be up on the screen, might have been up for a while, Ran to Goth's sheet there, is he attacks the person with the highest stamina, and just that investigator that's got the highest stamina for that round. I don't think it cycles through all of the investigators. For a lot of the AOs, like they'll attack each investigator in turn. I don't think that happens for Ran to Goth. He just attacks the investigator with the highest stamina. The reason for that is it doesn't have the words starting with the investigator with the highest stamina, which I think it would have. I think the idea behind it is he just attacks the person with the highest stamina and tries to suck the blood out of them. And so it's odd in that Ran to Goth isn't actually doing any rolling here. The investigators will be doing the rolling. They roll as many dice as they've got stamina, and if they succeed, they get to keep a stamina. So it's a 1-for-1 thing. If they don't succeed, they will lose that stamina. That goes to Ran to Goth, and it counts as an extra health. So for example, in the 4th round, if we didn't score any successes on Ran to Goth, and he made, who was it, Jenny's first. If he made, oh no, it won't be Jenny, it'd be whoever's got the highest stamina. So it'd be Diana or Charlie. They've both got 6 stamina. If they only rolled 5 successes and lost a stamina, whichever one of them we picked, then that would go as a success. So instead of 60 health, he'd have 61. So that's the way that works. And as soon as that is all done, we go back to the beginning again, round 2, and we have a little pseudo upkeep phase again. That might change because we are using the epic battle cards, which are from Kingsport Horror. You can see them over here. There's a green deck and a red deck. You go through the green deck first, which are bad, and then once they're gone, you go on to the red deck. Now, the red deck is very bad, as you might imagine. And as well as those, you may be instructed when you pick one of those cards to to pull a special card for Rantagoth, and those are up there. They're called the Sinister Plot cards. There they are. And there's 3 of those. There's a sort of bad one, an appallingly bad one, and a very bad one is essentially what they are. So while we're pulling the cards, then it may tell us we've got to pull one of those. We pull those epic battle cards just after the little upkeep phase that we do. Now, as part of that, I did say investigators attack first. Not always with these cards. Sometimes they will swap it over, and for example, Rantagoth would attack first. Also, sometimes you don't get an attack at all. An event will happen or something, which means you might have to leave a card in play or something like that. Sometimes you pull 2 or 3 cards because the card itself will tell you to pull another final battle card. So we'll see how it goes on. And as you can imagine, there are various obstacles and hurdles. In the green deck, not as bad. In the red deck, the obstacles and hurdles get a lot worse. I also believe that in the red deck, there's basically a card that if you pull it, it says the game's over. So there you go. Proper Azathoth fashion. But perhaps we won't get that card. We'll see. Basically, all I'm going to try and do is score as many successes as possible, which brings me on to a slight house rule that I have, and you will have to like it and lump it, I'm afraid. When you normally put successes onto Rantagoth, as mentioned, you need 4 successes to get rid of one of those doom tokens. What normally happens, what it says in the rules is, for example, say we got 5 successes. That'd get rid of one of those doom tokens because we've got 4 investigators. So 4 successes gets rid of 1. That extra success would be lost. Not in my games. I do not like it whereby you just lose things like successes for arbitrary reasons, and that's arbitrary. Just saying like, oh right, well, you haven't got you haven't got a multiple of 4, so you lose those. I don't have that. I always will put a marker on. So in my example there where it was 5, I take, say, one of these off. I take the second one off and put 3 clue tokens up there, for example. I just don't believe, it's so hard to be an ancient one in the final battle that just making people say, oh, well, you can't have those successes. Not having it. These investigators have worked hard for those successes, and they're not just having them taken away because they're not a multiple of 4. So cobblers to that. So telling you now, don't even bother putting something in the comments saying I shouldn't be doing it, because I am. It's my game, I've paid for it. And I'm not having successes taken away from my hard-working investigators. Okay, having gone through that, I think we're pretty much ready to go. One other thing to mention. I'm not going to do a sort of upkeep phase like you've seen in the past, where you see the player tray. The reason for that is we won't be doing things like trust fund or bank loan because you don't get any money in the final battle. We'll only be moving a few of the sliders, and I'll tell you what sliders we're going to move. And also, the only thing we're really doing is rolling for... Once we get the sliders in the place where we want them, we're not going to move them anymore. And that'll just leave Charlie and Diana to roll for their blessings. Yeah, that'll be it. They'll be using the same weapons, because we can only use magic weapons. So I think I mentioned it. I think Charlie's got the Brazier of Souls, Diana's got the Gladius of Carcosa, and Hank's got the Enchanted Knife. So they'll have the same fight score, the same weapons, so they'll always be, rolling the same number of dice. Unless we get something on one of those final epic battle cards. And so we won't be moving anything around. The only thing we'll have to check for every round is the blessings. So it just makes it a lot easier for me. Otherwise, I'm just switching, camera angles all the time. And for the sake of what we're going to be doing in the upkeep phase, which isn't a great deal, then it's not worth doing it. And I'll save myself some time. Okay. Right, so we'll pretty much get into it. What we'll do, we'll go into round one. What I'll do in round one, though, is I will flash up where we are currently at and exactly what we're doing. The first couple of rounds, we will have some changes. But once it settles into a rhythm, then I will only mention during that brief upkeep phase if I do change anything. There's no need to be able to see the actual player trays or anything. I'll keep you updated on it, and with any luck, Rantagoth will kill us very quickly, and I won't be here for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. Alright, think that's it. Let's get on with the final epic battle. And here we are at the start of the final battle. It's been a bit. I've had to start again because it's just horrendous doing this on video. I've come up with this setup. A bit disappointed to have started again because I was doing quite well, but basically what was happening was you were just getting a load of text messages across the front of the screen where I was correcting things, and I thought, I'll just start again. So I'm just starting again at the final battle. This is a setup that I've come up with. It's just so I don't have to go away and do the upkeep phase sort of separately. I can do it while we're looking at everything. Everything's in shot. So what I've got is every investigator. Jenny's going to be first for this particular round when it gets going. The two investigators that are blessed have got a little die next to them, so we know to check. We won't be checking for Diana first turn, but we will have to for Charlie. I've got their stamina and their sanity. Now, I had to swap some of the weapons round, so I'll just go through that. Hank has got 4 stamina, and he's got 3 sanity. Yeah, he lost the sanity because he was swapping round these unique items, and the Herald's still in play. Jenny, she has got 4 stamina and 5 sanity. Diana has got 6 stamina and 3 sanity. She lost the sanity because she gained the Gladius of Carcosa. And Charlie, he's got 6 stamina, 3 sanity. Again, he had to lose a sanity because he got the Brazier of Souls. All right. Now, as regards, because we're starting round 1 now, as regards any movement on the sliders, what we're going to do is Diana Stanley has got 2 focus now. She passed her personal story. So she's knocking her fight up to 4. So that's gone from 2 to 4 now. Jenny, she's moving her fight up to 3. Yeah? She's eventually going to move it up to 4 next round. But it's up to 3 at the moment. Doesn't really count. She doesn't have a magical weapon, so she's not going to be able to fight Rantagoth anyway. But we'll move it up to 4 just in case we get lucky. And it allows us to attack Rantagoth in some other way. Yeah? So we'll move it up to 4. eventually, but it's 3 at the moment. So those are the only changes we've made. Clue situation is Hank's got 1, Diana's got 12, and Charlie has 3. So as we spend those, they're obviously going to disappear. One other thing to mention, I had a look into the final battle again, and what I was saying when I was having my rant about successes and stuff and how I wasn't having my investigators lose any successes, apparently they don't. It was just I was correct. You don't lose the successes. It was just very poorly worded in the original rule book. If you have a look in the Kingsport Horror rule book, I think it's page 15, right at the bottom of page 15, it clarifies it. When I use the word clarify, I put that in inverted commas, because it's the worst written clarification I've ever seen in my life. I urge you to go and read it, but essentially, I think it backs me up and says, like, you actually keep the successes. It was just badly worded. I think what they meant to convey was you cannot take one of these doom tokens off until you, in our case, have 4 successes. I think that's what it was trying to convey originally and did a bad job of it. And then in Kingsport Horror, they try and clarify it after a fashion and eventually get there, but it's not very clear in the clarification. Do read it, it's funny. But yeah, I'm, as far as taking the doom tokens off, I will take doom tokens off, but I will leave, I'll probably leave clue tokens there, just so I know I've got another 3 to go, or 2 to go, or 1 to go, or whatever. I just find it easier that way. Okay, round 1. Let's pick a card. Here we go. Let's give it a shuffle, and then we'll do a cut. And then I don't have to do it anymore. That is the order that we're going to go in. And the first one we get is, focus, is this one. Okay. Battle event. It was beyond hopeless, but I would sooner die than despair. Thoughts shape the world. The first player makes a will -2 check. Blimey, that is Jenny. What's a will? A will's actually 3, because we've only moved it up 1. So she's got 3 will. So it's a -2 check. So she's got 1 die. Are you watching, Brian? It's a 1 die special. Come on, let's go. A 2, she's failed. Bummer. Okay, she hasn't got any clues. So there we go. If they pass, they remove the green epic battle cards from the top of the epic battle deck, and may then either shuffle 1 green epic battle card that has already been resolved, not including battle condition cards that are currently in play, back into the deck of the green epic battle cards. Or they may search the green epic battle cards that have not yet been drawn and choose 1 to return to the box. They then shuffle the green epic battle cards and place them back on top of the red epic battle cards. Immediately draw and resolve another epic battle card. Do you see why I don't like the final battle? What? Oh my God. Who wrote this card? Anyway, we failed, so we can't do any of that I've just gone through. But we don't lose anything. So just discard this and we'll pick another card. So here's the next one. If it'll come on. So there we go. Try and keep the glare off it. Investigators attack. Laughing and half insane, I prepared to attack the thing, but with an impossible contortion it tore the weapon out of my hands, to be lost in the night. Each investigator that wishes to attack this round must discard 1 weapon or spell. Alright. I think we can do that. Hank's going to get rid of his shotgun. Diana's going to get rid of her revolver. Jenny's not going to attack this round anyway, so she's not going to bother. And Charlie's going to get rid of his 45 automatic. So those are all weapons, so they can attack. Put them in the discard. Okay, attack, come on! Jenny, not going to attack, she can't anyway. She's only got physical weapon, she's only got the athame. So she's not going to attack. Diana is though. She's next. Oh, one thing. We've got to roll for Charlie's blessing, sorry. You got a 2, you still got it. Woo! Okay, right, back to Diana. She is attacking with the Gladius. So I'll just show you this. I won't keep showing it you, but I'll put it on now just so you can remind yourselves what it looks like. So it's +5 if your other hand is empty, and her other hand is empty. So she's got +5, she's got 4 fight, so that's 9. -4 is 5 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on, Diana. Oh, one's flew out. Oh, look at that! 5 successes! Whoa! Diana, on fire! Absolutely brilliant. So that's 5 successes. We take one of these. That goes off straight away. And I'm going to use... going to get 3 clues out of here. I'm also going to take this one off. But there's 3 clues there that we've still got to get rid of. Yes? It's just the way I do it. It's just easier to keep count of how many successes we've got. Right. Fantastic. Next up is Charlie. Now Charlie's got the Brazier of Souls. So let's have a look at that. So there you go. Just a reminder. So he's going to exhaust that, but next turn he's not going to be moving any of his sliders, so he's just going to use his focus to put it back the right way. It's not going to be a problem. So he gets 8 dice for that. He's got 5 fight dice anyway, so that's 13. -4 is 9, but he also has skull crackers, and skull crackers can be used in the final battle, so he's going to get 10 dice. So we'll have those 5 that succeeded. Another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on, Charlie. Come on. Let's do it. Right, how many successes have we got there? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. You've got 4, 5. There's one there. So he's got 5 successes. He's going to spend 3 clues. And he's going to re-roll 3 dice. Re-roll 3 other dice. We're not going to re-roll them failures. Alright. Come on. And he gets another 2 successes. Awesome. So that is 7 successes. Go Charlie. So we can get rid of these 3 that we've put out. They're gone. And we've lost another one of these Doom tokens. Doom. They are Mini Cthulhu Doom. Yes. Brilliant. So, Child of the Goat. It was like it was never pulled out. So we're doing really well. But this is just the beginning. Yeah. So this is the strongest our investigators are ever going to be. So this is when, that's why I spent all these clues then. This is when we've got to make the most of it. Generally, because it's going to get harder and harder and harder as we go on. So that was 7 successes. That was brilliant. So that's, what was that? It's 16 in total. Oh no, 12 in total, sorry. Yeah, 12 successes in total. Oh, immense. And we've still got Hank to go. Now, Hank has got +3 for the enchanted knife. He's also got 5 fight, so that's 8. -4 leaves him with 4 dice, but it's 4 normal dice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Unfortunately, we couldn't get him blessed. Right, come on, Hank, though. You're a beast. You can do it. Come on. Oh, one fell out. And he didn't get any successes. Come on, Hank. Oh, damn. And he's got 1 clue. I'm not going to bother. I'm going to keep that just for now, because it's only 1. If he had 4 clues, I'd spend 4 clues and re-roll all 4, but we'll just leave it for now. Okay, so that's that done. Now, the Ancient One attacks. Dumbfounded, I stared down at my empty hands for a moment, then I laughed again, my throat growing hoarse, and I looked around for something else to fight with. The Ancient One attacks as normal. Okay. The Ancient One attacks the person who has got the most stamina. That is a tie between Diana and Charlie. Right? He's going to attack Diana. The reason is Diana has clues left. Yes. So she's going to roll 6 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we need 4s or better. Right, so we got 3 successes. She's going to spend 3 clues. Yeah, I'm going to roll 3 again and try and get some more successes. Okay, come on. We got 1 more success. Getting rid of you two. Failed twice in a row. So we got another success. So that was 4 successes in total. So she loses 2 stamina. This is taken by Rantagoth. So I'm going to put these 2 here, because that's giving him 2 extra health. Yeah? Bummer. Let's move this down here. I think I keep moving it back a bit, don't I? So it goes out of shot. Alright, so that is the first round. First round is over. We're going to refresh Brazier of Souls. We're going to have to roll for both of these blessings. Also, off camera, Skullcrackers has been refreshed as well. Okay, so we'll discard that. And Jenny has now gone up to 4 fight. She's moved a slider up to 4 fight. And I think that is it. So I'll carry on. I don't think I did any mistakes there. So I'll carry on for 1 more round before I edit this. So I'm taking a bit of a risk, but let's go and carry on. So we need another one of these. And there you are, get rid of the glare. Investigators attack. We could feel it rummaging horribly through our minds, and with a scream, one of our number, I could not see who, turned the gun on himself. Dun, dun, dun. Waves of madness. Each investigator that wishes to attack this round must lose 2 sanity. Well, we're going to lose it. We're going to lose the sanity because we've just got to go for it, man. So we're going to end up with Charlie and Diana on 1 sanity each. Is it just people who want to attack this round? Yes. So we're not going to take any off Jenny, because she can't attack as it stands. I'm going to take 2 sanity off Hank. Hank's got 2 sanity left. And they can all attack. And that's what they're going to do. After... come on, Diana. A 4, she's fine. Excellent. And Charlie, he's fine as well, great. So they remain blessed. It is Diana first this turn. So again, she's going to be rolling the same number of dice, which is 5, I think. Yeah, she gets 5 for the Gladius. She's already got 4 fight. 4 cancels out her fight. We're left with the +5 from the Gladius. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on. 2 successes. Okay, we're going to spend 3 of her clues, and we're going to re-roll 3. Stop taking the mickey! Come on! Right, let that be a lesson. It was for 2 of you, so we get another 2 successes. There we are. So that's 4 successes. We'll take that guy off, remembering that we've still got the 2 here. They're still there. Okay. So, good stuff from Diana. Charlie, 10 dice. Remember? From last time, it's 10 dice he rolls with skull crackers and all the other stuff added on. It's 10 dice, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come on, Charlie. Ooh, that's looking good. So he's got no clues left. He's got 1, 2, 3. He's got 5 successes. So not a bad effort. 5 successes from Charlie. So we'll take them 2. And so it'd be another 3 on that. So essentially, there we go. We're into his normal doom tokens now. And put the cultist over there. So you see what a pain those cultists were? If it wasn't for those cultists, we'd be well on the way to beating him. But yeah, they've served their purpose for Rantagoth as a meat shield. But now we're getting into him. We're getting into him now. We've still got 1 person to go. And that is... Oh, we've got 2 people, except Jenny doesn't get to go. Hank is next. So he's going to roll 4 dice. 4 normal dice. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Give these dice a bit of a reminder what happens when you don't roll successes. And... Come on. 2 6s. That's more like it. That is more like it. That's the Hank we know and love. Good lad, Hank. So he's got 2 successes. That one disappears. We'll get rid of that. And we'll have 3 stamina on here. I was using clues, but we'll use stamina, seeing as it's Rantagoth. Okay. We are getting there. But it's now Rantagoth's go. The Ancient One attacks. Weeping and blinded by the blood in my eyes, I screamed, "Here it comes!" The Ancient One attacks as normal. It will now be attacking Charlie, because Charlie has 6 stamina. Yeah? Remember, Diana is now down to 4 stamina. So Charlie has 6 dice. 1, 2, whoop, I'll drop 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hang on while I find the one I've dropped. 6. Come on, Charlie, we need a good roll. He gets 3. Let me look at his sheet. Right. Shall I gamble? I'm going to gamble here. We're going to discard the lucky cigarette case, and he's going to re-roll. Mind you, this isn't a skill check, is it? No, I can't do it. It's not a skill check. I could do it on a combat check, but because that's a skill check. But I think it's a skill check anyway. But no, we're just going to have to lose 3. So he loses 3 stamina. 1, 2, 3. So that means 2 go on there. I'll pick these 3 up. And he gets 1 of them back. Okay. Boo! Boo! And that is it. So we're going to go into round 3. But I'm just going to pop away, do some editing, and I'll be back in a bit.